means he's going to have to go a little more sideways. You can stay sitting, sit, look up. Yep. Yep, and keep pressing the trot bigger and tell him, hey, we're bending right. We're bending right. Look at your letter, turn your body. You might have to start that turn a little earlier.
Yeah.
Because you hit I really nicely, but look up. You've just got to look sooner. There we go. Stay sitting, make your turn. And we're going to do our medium again, or our lengthening. So connect into your, yeah. There. That's a better
Nice.
That's really nice. So now think, okay, I'm going to bring him back, a half halt, and soft. Push him all the way into your corner. That's much better. And now try your leg yield to your 10-meter circle again. Stay looking up. Push him up. Yeah, that leg. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Good. You can supple him here on the right side so he's ready to circle right. Look at your letter. Turn your body and turn sooner. He's a big horse. You can't go past the letter and then start your turn.
Okay.
Like by the time his front feet are hitting the letter, you need to be like starting to ask him to bend and turn. He's a little slow to respond to your bend this way. Turn it into a figure 8. So as you hit I, do your left-handed circle. So you say, we really have to bend and turn. Yes. And push him all the way to your letter S. Look at your letter I. Get in your half halt. You're going to circle him to the right. So you go half halt, and we bend to the right, and we turn. Because he's a little slower to respond on that side. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of got to work that right bend a little bit. Do it one more time.
Okay.
Because to the left, he's like, sure, no problem. I'll bend. In fact, I'll bend while I'm still in my right-handed circle. So you've got to think, okay, I'm getting rid of the left bend. Yeah, new outside leg stays on, and I bend him. Yes, with my outside leg on, so it's not a leg yield. There we go. So stay on your right-handed circle. Let that outside leg stay just that little bit back, and remind him that we know how to bend. Yes. Yeah, without raising the hand up in a crazy fashion. Yeah. And when he gets back to the rail, let him go down the long side. We'll circle at another letter. Good. So turn right and ask him to bend. Yeah, use your right leg. Yes. Like that. You got to use your right leg that much. And now as he's traveling down the long side, make sure that he's not ever so slightly counterbent. Yes, he can't brace on your right rein. And 10-meter circle whenever you're, yeah, that was a better right bend. We want to feel like you could give on this right rein. So flex him right and see if you could give. Yeah, and do that circle one more time. Flex him right. Yeah, and then see if you could give. That's better. He could flex right even a little more, and then we'll let him travel straight ahead. And you're going to keep saying, hey, can you stay a little softer on my right rein? That's nicer. Stay tall. You stay sitting. Remind him we're bending into our corner. Yeah, right leg. Yes, right leg. There. And we're going to do our leg yield one more time this way, but no circle.
Okay.
That's nice. Keep him next to the rail. Good. And you keep insisting, yeah, the trot stays nice and big. Yes, keep going. Keep going. Yep, keep going. Keep going. And then you ride him forward. So let's go down the long side. Okay.
Go ahead. Which way?
I was just going to get a good walk transition, but that was nice.
I'm sorry.
So I want you to think about, because you have a nice position here sitting, get your walk transition where he doesn't get to fall on his head. So pull your shoulders back, use your core to ask him to walk, legs are on. Because you're a little bit coming out of the saddle right there.
Okay.
So just trot off and think, I'm going to give with my arms a split second before I ask, and then I'm going to ask with my body, and if I have to use my arms, I will. But that way my arms are not pulling me out of the saddle. Because see how your arms want to pull first and then everything else wants to happen? We want that transition not to happen from our arms. We want our arms to just be able to stay stable, and we use our body.
Was that better or not better?
It was just a little bit different. It wasn't quite as good as what I wanted to be.
Okay.
So trot off.
Working on it.
Yes.
It felt different.
So just for practice, I want you to, like, But even here, be careful that on this side he's not slightly counterbent. Yeah, kind of supple him on your right rein when you're going right. Yeah, there. You've got to kind of work at it to keep him straighter here. So I want you to try to get a walk transition where you don't pull him into the walk. Because you feel you feel the spot where you want to lighten your seat?
I will think about that.
Try it again.
I don't think I'm aware that that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
because your
thinking
sit and
that
trot is lovely, and then I can tell when you're thinking about a walk transition because your position wants to change.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it at B.
Okay. Legs are on.
Back. My hands are forward.
That was better.
Yeah.
That time you didn't lighten your seat at all. That was super. Okay, here, because it looks like he wants to overbend the neck a bit. Do that one more time. Back to left, please. Come here. That was nice. So take a small little counter bend right here. Yeah, a little counter bend, yes. Keep that outside leg back so he's not thinking change. If he's getting quick, you can half halt the canter. And then let him go back to inside bend, put in your half halt, say, stay with me. Yeah, turn your body more. Yes. And another little counter bend, and you just count your rhythm. Say, we're just here. We're not speeding off. Yeah. And then we'll straighten him out and take him down the track, and let's circle at B. And you're just counting the rhythm and asking him to just stay straight and nice and steady. That's really pretty. And then put in your half holds when he starts to lean. Say, hey, come back. Yeah, and look up. There we go. And watch that your circles stay a full 20 meters, but we're going to bring him back to trot. So half halt your trot here. We're going to change directions. If he doesn't take the half halt in the trot, turn it into a walk transition. Because he looks like he wants to get a little heavy and lean. So yeah, sit down and say, hey, we're walking. Come back to walk. Ask him to sit. Yeah, don't let him pull through you. And then take him right back to trot. Yeah, exactly. And kick him and say, no, we're trotting. Good. And make a circle down there. Yeah. You can take as many of those as you need. And so I wanted to go from trot to canter without the trot coming back to a jog and then going to canter. Yeah, those are nice. Don't let him dump on his forehand and lean on you into the downward. And you can be demanding on that upward. So yeah, even think we're riding him up a hill, not letting him lean when you ask him for that bigger trot. Yes.
That was nice.
Pull your shoulders back, add a little bit of bend, and right lead canter when you're ready. Good. So he doesn't get to lean on you any more than that. You can half halt, you can give a little bit. Yeah, let your legs support that. Good. So see if he can carry himself for a second.
Think if I can hear him what?
See if he can carry himself for a second.
Oh.
I feel like he's a little bit,
Yes.
yeah. So part of that is you have to be not willing to hold him up. You can put in your half halt and you can let go. And you can do that a whole bunch of times. But take him back to trot. I feel like your tendency is to ride him a little bit underpowered so he doesn't lean on you. But to get past that, you've got to ask for a little more power and then use your half halts in that more powerful gait.
Face.
It's okay. So just take him back to trot. And ask him for a little shoulder in here on your circle. Tell him, hey, we're going to bend. Yeah, you ask him to push that right hind leg under him. And then you take him into right lead canter. Yes. There we go.
My upper body.
Yeah, that looks better.
Why is that?
What?
Why does my upper body fall forward?
Well, let's try it again. That way I can give you a better answer to that. I'm thinking because your right leg wants to kind of take a break sometimes. And he looks a little stiffer on this right side.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a smaller circle.
Yep. You could throw in a 10-meter circle and remind him that he needs to bend from your right leg, not just your right rein. So like you could flex him right and then give a little bit and say, how much am I getting this from my rein and how much is from my leg?
Yeah.
And then try picking up the canter without leaning on your right rein. Yeah, that was better. So keep thinking, I need to use my right leg. So even in the canter, take a few steps here and there, shoulders forward, where you put your right leg on. You might use your right rein, but it doesn't all come off the right rein. There. And now pay attention to how big your circles are. There we go. And when he starts to get quick, you say, no, come back. Yeah, and then I want your arms to give to let him be soft, but your body does not have to give.
That's what I struggle with.
Yes, that's what everybody struggles with. So think, square your shoulders and just push your elbows out in front of you without letting your whole body go there. Yeah. And then when you're ready, we can let him trot.
That looks pretty.
That does look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll let him take a walk break. Get after him a bit more with your inside leg. Yeah. And once more, and then we'll let him change direction. So don't change your hands when you ask him to leg yield. But yeah, and you can get after him a bit with that inside leg if he's not listening. Yes. And then change directions. And I'm going to keep yelling at you for leaning forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please do.
And close your fingers, especially on that outside rein. Yeah, turn your body into the direction you're going. And when you're ready, leg yield him on your circle this direction. He doesn't need any more bend in the neck. Just push him with that left leg. Yeah, turn your body to where you're going. Yes. And I want you to think about connecting that outside elbow to your body. Come down the long side so you can make a circle at B. And on your circle at B, do a leg yield off your left leg. So sit up straight again, your bit tipped forward. Yeah. And now you're going to go close your fingers, leg yield him off your left leg, turn your body to where you're going. Good, but he's got to actually leg yield. He gave you a nice bend. Yeah, leg yield on your circle. Push him over.
Spiral circling?
So leg yield him out.
Okay.
Yep. He's bending his neck, but he's not actually going anywhere. Yeah, ask him to actually move over. Because he's giving you a lovely bend, but your circle is not getting any bigger. So get a little more insistent, because I know he knows how to do. There, that was a couple of leg yield steps, but literally only a couple. But let him change directions. And we can circle here at S. We'll go 20-meter circle. Close your fingers. If you're feeling like you're needing to tug your hands down or do weird things with your hands, shorten your reins. And pull your shoulders back and down. And when you're ready, leg yield this circle out bigger. So you can put your right leg on, face your body where you're going.
Says that's hard.
Yes. And then do that one more time this way, but turn your body more towards your circle. Yeah, there. Yep, be that demanding. Good. And now ask him, stay on this circle and ask him for a little bit bigger trot. Keep the bend. Keep turning your body. Yes. There, and remind him we're bending. Hands upright. We don't need to pull his head down. Just let him connect into your contact. We'll go straight ahead this time. Both hands nice and even. Yeah, and keep that forward of a trot. And we're going to change directions just across your short diagonal K to B. Try not to slow him down for your corners. You can half halt and bend and push him into your corners. I like that trot better. Yeah, that's nice. So if he starts feeling heavy, use your half halts to rebalance him, but don't let him just slow down onto a shorter stride. And be careful that you don't drop him. So close your fingers again. One more leg yield on your circle, and then we'll go straight ahead. So connect that left leg and tell him he has to do something. Better. And now we'll go straight. And this time we're going to circle at C. And on your circle, we're going to make a few transitions from a lengthened trot back to a working trot. So keep your bend. Keep looking where you're going. Turn your body to the left. Yeah, close all your fingers. And now ask him for your lengthened trot with your bend. Look up. Yes. And then half halt him back. Good. Stay looking up. Yeah, stay turning your body. Good. And one more time, lengthen trot. Keep your bend. Close your fingers. Turn your body. Okay. And bring him back. We're going to change directions again across the short diagonal H to B. And we're going to circle at B and do a lengthen trot on that circle, but I want you to ask him for more.
More?
When we get to the lengthen trot. Because like this is a lovely working trot. So you can bend him to the right. When you have your right bend, you can move your circle if you need to. And now when you're ready, stay posting and actually push him into a much bigger trot. Keep turning your body, turn your body to your right. Yes, and push on him more. Push him more. Yep, push him more. Yes, keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. There we go. Okay, and now bring him back.
Now what?
Now bring him back to your working trot, and we'll let him take a walk break.